further ado, we shall now go into my week. Hi folks, this is Jazz. This week was a very stable week for me. Weight loss, drum roll please. I am now at 255. So mind you, last video I was 259, and then the day after that my weight actually went up to 260, and then we were able to bring that down to 255 this week. So I'm at a weight loss of 4.5 pounds. Yay! Yay. So as far as exercise was concerned, I was really on top of my exercise game, and not because I felt I had to or I was obligated to do it, or if I didn't do it I was going to feel guilty, but actually the way that I've crafted the exercise for myself, it's kind of a treat for me. It's something I look forward to. What did I eat this week? So this week was a combination of staying in and cooking and going out to eat. So when we did go out to eat, we went out to places like TGI Fridays, and they'll serve you any burger that they make in a lettuce bun. So for our family Sunday fun day, we went out to Buffalo Wild Wings. I was able to get a medium-sized traditional salt and vinegar wings that comes up to an astonishing 1 carbohydrate. Paired that with some ranch dipping sauce and a Miller Lite, and I was good to go. Other places that we went, not so much sit down places, but the regular, like Wendy's, McDonald's, Five Guys, where I got my burger and the lettuce wrap. That's my go-to. So things that I made at home, I made sausage and peppers, and with the sausage and peppers earlier in the week I ordered takeout from a halal spot, and anytime I get takeout from this halal spot I always get like a gyro salad, and I will also order a huge tub of just this halal white sauce, which is just a mayo based form of divinity, and I like to put this over my sausage and peppers. Other things that I made this week, I made this orgasmic peanut butter dip. It's made with butter, cream cheese, organic peanut butter, stevia, a couple tablespoons of heavy whipping cream, completely optional, and vanilla. And you just mix that up in a blender and you can just eat it as is. It tastes like a creamy filling for a Reese's peanut butter cup. You don't taste the bitterness in the stevia at all. I use stevia drops, by the way. It's amazing, and I just keep like this whole tub of it in my fridge, and whenever I'm having a craving for something salty and sweet, I will just have a spoonful or two of that. Every single day that we do this, we're putting ourselves through a process with an expectation that we're going to get some kind of end result out. So this week I also did a lot of thinking about the thought process behind weight loss, and I made a short video on the Hermetic Law of Vibration and the concept of weight loss stalls, which I've uploaded, and you can find that when you go to my channel page. Really put me in this very forward-moving mindset and not being so concerned about how well I do from day to day, just as long as what I'm doing is keeping in the momentum that I want it to go. There's this great quote by Nietzsche who says, "Just do what must be done. It may not be happiness, but it is greatness." And for a long time I really liked that quote. It resonated with me, but lately I'm finding that I am more content and stick with things when I am happy with them. So perhaps it's not so much that I want to be great with my weight loss. I don't want to every week be able to tell you, oh, I lost 4.5 pounds every week and look how well it's going for me, look how awesome everything is. It's not that, but it's cultivating habits that bring about happiness, and that is what I'm trying to pursue here with the foods I eat and the way I feel and the way I exercise and the way I'm taking care of myself and being compassionate to myself. I also had the opportunity to take a master class, and this person discussed the 12 components of life, and actually I have the list here. So 12 categories of life: health and fitness, your intellectual life, your emotional life, your character, your spirituality, love relationship, parenting, social life, financial, career, quality of life, and your life vision. So if you can imagine all of these on a hierarchical scale, the thing on the very, very top is health and fitness. And why do we think it's health and fitness? Because without it, nothing else is possible. So I remember Robert Davis in one of his earlier videos saying that If you are not healthy, you can't live your life to the fullest. And if you can't live your life to the fullest extent, why are you alive? I'm really paraphrasing that, and I threw in a couple of my own thought streams there. Sorry, Robert. But the whole idea is that you want to be alive and not just living. And I think everybody can agree with that, especially if you're going on a weight loss journey. So another quote by George Bernard Shaw, my favorite playwright of all time, says, the joy of life is being a force of nature instead of a selfish clod of grieving ailments complaining that the world will not devote itself to making you happy. So this whole week for me, at least as far as, thinking about weight loss is concerned, is to really be an active force of nature, like George Bernard Shaw said, to really be in control of the things that I do, as I'm the only person who can control what I do. And if I'm setting a goal for myself, to be vigilant. And like Otto von Bismarck said, and he wasn't necessarily talking about people, he was talking about governments, that when a government has made a decision, it must never venture away from its goal. It must not look to the left, it must not look to the right, it must move forward. So again, I'm paraphrasing, but that's pretty much how that quote goes. You set a goal, you set an intention, and you just do everything, not only in your thoughts and your emotions, but in your acting life and power, right? Being that force of nature, and just making it work for you. Just make it work for you. So I'm happy to see that we're all being forces of nature here, everybody on this weight loss journey, all of us together, and taking control of our health so that we can enjoy everything else in our life and live our lives to the fullest, instead of being selfish, grieving clods of ailments that complain that the world won't devote itself to making us happy. We're in charge of our own happiness. Alright, this is Jazz from Journeys with Jazz. I have more videos that I'm going to edit and then upload later on this week. That is my vow. Till then, chat soon.